The following is a paid advertisement from Foot Supports International Limited.
Ever wonder where your feet are taking you in life? Why you don't get more support when you need it? Maybe it's like the old adage says, those that have it, get it. You can have the support you need instantly, along with great balance, nice new posture, and even a new self-confidence that shows all over. Maybe you've found yourself less active because you don't feel that great on your feet. Or maybe your game isn't quite up to par. That can change for you instantly with Balance foot supports slipped right into your shoes, boots, or sandals. Balancing arch supports let you go anywhere, do anything, actually make you feel brand new. Whether you're an athlete, a tradesman, a teacher, working in hospital, hospitality, or warehouse, you'll discover that as people from all parts of the world are now saying, it seems everything depends on your feet. Let's think about your feet. Did you know that poor posture, sore backs, big bellies, physical discomforts of all sorts can come from just plain tired feet?
Every time you walk, with each and every step you take, only 2% of your body carrying all the other 98%.
Maybe by giving your feet a bit of support, your feet, your posture, your very life could change in an instant.
That's incredible.
I'm amazed that something so simple could be so effective.
This is what happens when you put on the Balance Walker. Get this, Balance Walker foot supports have the power of lift.
The Balance Walker with patent-pending design, one of the world's most perfectly balanced arch supports, created to balance your body weight crossing over your feet while you walk, work or play. What the contact lens is to your blurry eyes. What the cap is to your broken tooth. That's what the Balance Walker foot support is to your tired feet. Precision created in New Zealand using state-of-the-art computer technology, carefully constructed of the highest quality materials and so tough they won't break or lose their shape, even when run over by a car.
Let me show you what happens when you put the Balance foot supports into your shoes.
Balance Walker foot supports lift all four arches, establishing your center of gravity, realigning your entire body instantly. This causes you to breathe more deeply, motivating your muscles. You are energized.
Dave, let's try the balance test first.
Yes, by all
And
means.
see how she goes. So we'll do
this,
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm going to press down with all my might, and you resist, okay?
okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ah, Dave, you're a pushover. Let's try behind, and if you'll weave your fingers in the back there,
Yes.
it'll give you some good
Okay.
resistance.
Yeah.
And I'm ready if you are.
Ready?
Okay, here we go. And oh my goodness,
Oh, you're strong.
it's not really my strength, you know. It's a matter of leverage for your height.
And balance, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's try the arch supports in your shoe.
Okay, great.
All
I
right.
feel fantastic.
Do you?
Very comfortable.
Now, are you feeling any different, Dave? The back, the shoulders?
I feel I'm standing taller.
You are. And you're still feeling that lift on your front.
Feel as if I'm pulling it instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
We're going to do the balance test again.
Okay.
Again, I'll press down and you
Yeah,
resist.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all with all my strength. Push down on you. And you didn't budge.
Didn't budge.
Let's see if it's that way also in the back.
Okay.
All right. Are you set, Dave?
I'm set.
I'm ready too.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, and again, I can't budge you.
That's incredible.
It is. And that's really what it's all about. But I'd like to hear from you. How are you feeling?
Well, they feel very comfortable. In fact, you wouldn't even know they're there.
So-
I get the impression I'm standing straighter, actually.
You are, and you know what? You're a bit taller as well. That's what the arch supports do.
Good health.
Charlotte Hogg is a podiatrist in Auckland, New Zealand. What was your experience with wearing the Balance Walker?
Well, as a podiatrist, obviously, we can be a little bit sceptical of things, and certainly I was sort of thought, okay, this is interesting, and I was quite amazed, I suppose. It's the only way I can explain it, because of just how different it did make me feel in terms of balance, because they seem to be such a sort of small, simple device that it seems incredible that they made such a big impact in terms of my balance when I tried them.
We were so excited to be able to put the principles of the best arch supports that we've ever found into one very thin and lightweight arch support.
That's one of the most incredible things about this device is how thin it is, because that's something we struggle with quite a lot in the world of podiatry is being able to fit somebody with an arch support that's going to fit into their footwear without it being too restrictive or allow them to or not allow them to wear what shoes they want to wear and have to buy specific shoes to allow for the depth of them.
Why would you say people should wear or could wear arch supports, whether their feet are in poor or excellent condition? What's your thought on that?
Yeah, I had considered that quite a bit, and I think something like this device would be helpful for the majority of the population, regardless of foot issues, because it's not solely for the foot. We're kind of looking at the body as a whole and posture, etc., and balancing and things with this device.
What's the benefit of gaining better posture?
From my own experiences of wearing them, they are allowing the body to sort of recorrect and balance itself and sort of lay up a bit more taller because of the increased what we call proprioception that they seem to give the foot. And what I mean by that is that because you've got the material that comes up here and starts touching the arch of the foot, it means that you've got a greater feedback mechanism going to the brain to allow your foot to feel that you're a bit more stabilized, and then that obviously encourages a better posture.
And you feel a lot better.
And more energized as well. So you probably would feel less tired having better posture.
Laura, good morning.
Hi Rosalinda, how are you today?
Good, what a beautiful day.
Gorgeous, yeah.
To introduce you to the balance walker. You're on your feet quite a bit in your position, aren't you?
Yes, I use my high heels every day because I work on my feet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, these are designed for high heels, in fact, as well as any other shoe. And you can see how thin they are, so they don't take up much room.
Yes,
So,
interesting.
yeah. First, let's do a balance test. We'll do it kind of a before and after.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, no worries.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. And you see how you come up to your toes a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go around back, Laura. And you see, even though you're a trained Russian ballerina, which is fascinating in itself, there's a little balance issue. It's actually leverage because our feet are only 2% and the body is 98%. So we're going to try to help that balancing.
Okay. Would you like me to try to put in my shoes?
These arch supports will fit into shoes up to 2 inches. Laura, see if that works for you. They're designed to fit up into your feet at the same time the edges fit down into your shoes. Are you feeling that positioning?
Yes, I do, but I also feeling like I'm standing on it. You know, I am not wearing high heels like it's normal shoes.
Yeah.
I've got support so I can just, stand straight.
Yes.
And feel comfortable as well. And it's quite cushy and quite soft under your feet as well.
Yes.
So very, very surprising,
It's a special material designed to warm up with your foot temperature.
Will it slide from in my shoe?
No, the mountains of it or the hills of the balance walker fit right up into your foot, while the edges fit right down into your shoe. So what it does is it makes the foot, the support, and the shoe one strong balance walking machine. Let's try balancing again now that you've got your shoes on.
Yep. Just awesome. Feels like I'm walking straight, standing straight and supporting. My back is not hurting me at all.
Yep.
It's really nice.
You've got balance and leverage. Let's try around back. Okay, here we go. That's it, Laura.
I can't believe it. It's such a good product.
Marvelous.
Hey, look at that! The Balance Walker! Hooray! A company that cares about your feet. Ultra thin as a pin. The Balance Walker, patent pending with built-in power of lift.
That's amazing.
Poor posture, sore backs, big bellies, aches and pains of all sorts can come from just plain tired feet.
Whoa.
The Balance Walker with the Balance Box finds your center of gravity and creates a gentle force that travels up through your entire body, realigns joints and muscles, improves your posture, makes you look taller, back slimmer, enhances your natural strength, breathing and circulation.
I'm amazed that something so simple could be so effective.
The Balance Walker foot supports, so strong they never lose their shape, even if run over by a car.
I feel really comfortable.
The Balance Walker from Foot Supports International. On your feet. Proudly made in New Zealand. Designed just for you. Call for your Balance foot supports now. 0800 123 668. That's 0800 12 foot. Or find us at balancewalker.com.
Ryan, you're a golf pro.
Yes, that's right.
Why don't we try a balance testing first?
Okay.
If you put your hands like this, I'm going to press down and you resist. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Pressing down. Oh, and you're coming forward just a bit.
Yep.
Okay. We can try the back as well. Here we go. And as big and strong as you are,
Still got me over.
with the arch supports under your feet, let's try the leverage and balancing again.
Rightio.
Okay? Here we go. Oh, I couldn't begin to budge you. Let's try the back as well.
Okay.
Here we are.
That's incredible.
Like a rock. Now you've tried the arch support. How are you feeling?
Straight away, I had so much more support, and when you were trying to knock me off my balance, I felt so strong, and that, you know, it was going to take a lot for you to really get me off my feet. The difference was amazing, surprisingly, but it was a lot better.
And throughout your body.
Yeah, totally. First of all, I can notice my shoulders being pulled back, straighter, with my chest a bit higher.
Yep.
As well as right through the bottom of my back there. It all feels very strong and straight. It's amazing, the difference. Try it on the golf course. Standing over the shot, and I feel a lot of support and balance, which is very important for what I need. They feel very, very good. And I can feel the weight really well between my toe and the heel of my feet, so it feels really good here before I'm actually taking the club away. Let's see how it goes. It's really good. I'm feeling very balanced right the way through the entire shot, from the beginning right through the ball and even when I'm finished. The difference is amazing, actually.
There's a kind of magic or mystery about the arch supports in various ways, but one of them is that we know that you balance and reposture when you're standing up. But watch what happens, okay, Charlotte?
Yeah.
When you're sitting down.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, if you'll put your hands like you do in the standard balance testing, while you're sitting, I'll press down and you resist, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. And you see, you come right over, your whole body comes over. Let me put these under your feet as you're sitting. Are you comfortable? Okay, your feet are reaching the floor, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, now I'm going to try this again.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm pushing with all my might.
Yeah.
And you didn't budge your body.
No, because before I even shifted on the seat, but that time I didn't move anywhere.
Now, how can that be explained?
That's kind of really unusual, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That does feel very bizarre. Try that again.
All right, ready? Pressing down.
That's incredible.
That's the magic of it, Charlotte. Do you have an explanation for that?
Well, no, I can't really understand why that would happen in a seated position at all.
People using computers will be able to.
We live in such a technological world at the moment that everything really is sort of driven around sort of hunching forward and bending over to our computers, our cars and all of those things. And our body just gets used to sort of being in this hunched position. And of course, when you're doing all of this kind of stuff, you can see instantly how everything becomes a lot more squashed.
Are you squashing your lungs and your heart in that position?
Yeah, that's right. Everything inside here is being squashed when you're here. So, to be able to be put into a position like this, that's going to improve lots of things.
Your heart can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, exactly.
Your lungs get more air in them.
Yes.
I guess that would improve your circulation, wouldn't it?
Of course, yeah.
See how the four arches are raised, creating a box-like formation? All of them converging in the middle. We call this the balance box. Just what is it that makes you taller, straighter, more attractive in the balance walker supports? What is this power of lift found in the balance walker?
Could it be that that balance box creates a force field, a centre of gravity for your entire body? Imagine an energy starting from under your feet, going up through every other part of your body, gently straightening, realigning, moving through every joint and muscle. That's certainly what it feels like. Look at what this device is doing for people. You can even see the difference in their faces.
Wow.
In fact, people from all over the world wearing the balance walker are breaking records, their own records.
I think that this suits me perfectly because I have the flat feet and I don't have my feet to do that. I'm very comfortable. So, and I think my legs is very strong. Génial. Merci.
You can certainly feel the support in there.
Fine.
You do feel straighter, feel firmer with your posture, feel more balanced. I think that's probably the point.
You have support in your back and your legs, and it's a good feeling. You feel comfortable.
If this is what the balance walker is doing for others, imagine what it can do for you. Here, let's take a really good look at the balance walker. It's thin. In fact, it's designed to be the thinnest, most effective shoe insert on the market today, so it can fit into any shoe, even into high heels. See how it's contoured to follow the natural curves of your foot. Balance walker fits right up into your foot. At the same time, it fits right down into your shoe, basically bringing together three elements: your foot, your support, and your shoe, into one united and powerful walking machine. The balance walker is crafted to include the very best features from arch supports everywhere in the world today.
Justin Price, renowned biomechanics specialist, explains why the balance supports really work.
They work in so many ways, but from balancing the foot, you balance the entire body. Most people have a problem with overpronation, which is when the foot collapses down and in. So what happens is the arch of the foot collapses, doesn't it? Okay. Now when the foot overpronates, you can see that when my foot collapses, my ankle actually rotates in and towards the midline of my body. When that happens, you can also see that my lower leg rotates as well. In fact, if I put my finger on my knee, you can see that when my arch of my foot collapses, my knee goes in. So my knee is obviously the end of these bones in the lower leg. So by the foot collapsing, my ankle's getting stressed, my leg is getting stressed, and my knee, which everyone has knee pain, is getting stressed as well. Now, when the ankle rotates, you can see my whole leg is actually rotating as a result, isn't it? So my leg is, this bone in the upper leg is called the femur. The femur goes into the hip socket just like this. So it's kind of shaped, the end of the femur, you have the neck of the femur and then the head of the femur. And then this is the hip socket. So when the leg rotates in, the head of the femur actually goes back. So what happens is, legs rotate in as the foot collapses and your pelvis rotates forward. So the front of your pelvis goes down and the back of your pelvis goes up. And you can see that what happens is my lower back arches, doesn't it? So as my leg rotates in, my pelvis rotates, which puts a lot of excessive stress in my lower back because it's having to excessively arch, which can tighten and stress all these structures in my lower back. First of all, this doesn't look too good, does it? Because what happens is your stomach pooches out. But that's a result of your lower back arching forward and your stomach being pushed forward. Now your body's always trying to balance. So if your lower back is arched excessively and you arched your upper back as well, you would actually fall backwards, wouldn't you? So what happens is when your lower back is arched, your upper back rounds forward to keep you balanced, right? Your lower back arching too much this way, now your upper back rounds this way. So you've created great balance. So your head's now over your center, isn't it, by rounding your upper back. The only problem is that what happens if your lower back is arched and your upper back is rounded, your shoulder blades move away from your spine, don't they? Because your shoulder blades sit on top of your rib cage. As your rib cage goes forward, your shoulders round forward, they elevate, and your arms internally rotate. So what happens is your shoulder girdle gets stressed, your neck and shoulders can get stressed because the shoulder blades are coming up and forward, and your head obviously attaches to your upper back, doesn't it? So what happens is as your shoulders go forward and your upper back rounds forward, your head comes forward, and then you'll always align your eyes to the horizon or to what you're looking at. So you're on the computer, you're going to arch your eyes up to look at the computer or driving at where you're going, and now you're stressing your neck as well, aren't you? So you end up looking like a duck. So it's not very pretty, but as the feet collapse, everything in the body has to adapt to that position. But by aligning the feet with the balance walker arch supports, you can align the entire body. So if we put these down, now what's going to happen is my arches of my feet are going to raise up. That's going to rotate the legs out. It's going to bring the hip socket forward. It's going to rotate the pelvis back into better alignment. So now I've got a great base of support from my hips down. That's going to allow my spine to sit back on top of my hips, and my head, your head weighs 8 to 11 pounds. Every inch forward doubles the effective weight of your head to your body. So can you imagine if your feet are collapsing and your head's 2-3 inches forward? Your head's now 40-50 pound bowling ball on top of your body. But by raising the arches and bringing your whole body back into alignment, your head weight dissipates through the body instead of having to be held up by your muscles. So that's why your body feels so much better, because you're not having to fight all these forces and stop yourself falling forward all the time. You're raised from the ground up and your whole body's raised on top of it, which means less stress, less pain, and more energy as a result.
Hey, look at that! The Balance Walker! Hooray! A company that cares about your feet. Ultra thin as a pin. The Balance Walker, patent pending with built-in power of lift.
That's amazing.
Poor posture, sore backs, big bellies, aches and pains of all sorts can come from just plain tired feet.
Whoa.
The Balance Walker with the Balance Box finds your center of gravity and creates a gentle force that travels up through your entire body, realigns joints and muscles, improves your posture, makes you look taller, slimmer, enhances your natural strength, breathing and circulation.
I'm amazed that something so simple could be so effective.
The Balance Walker foot supports, so strong they never lose their shape, even if run over by a car.
I feel really comfortable.
The Balance Walker from Foot Supports International. On your feet. Proudly made in New Zealand. Designed just for you. Call for your Balance foot supports now. 0800 123 668. That's 0800 12 foot. Or find us at balancewalker.com.
Ahoy, John.
Ahoy, Rosalinda. How are you?
We're going to try out some good balancing challenge here on the ship, the Arcturus.
It's got to be tricky.
So let's try for fitting first.
Okay.
And we'll do the balance test.
Okay.
See how she goes. I'm pressing down and you're resisting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. And coming up on your toes. All right.
Very much so, yeah.
I'll try on the,
Okay.
what do we call that? The
stern
side.
That's
yeah.
right.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Pressing down, you're resisting. And, okay.
Once I don't go in the water, it'll
She
be fine.
wasn't so steady yet.
No, not at all.
Okay, we're going to try the balance walker.
Okay.
Ready for the
I'm
ultimate
ready.
test? Okay, pressing down, you resist, and it's just great, John. What do you think?
That's incredible. The fact that you can't actually raise me by not using very much pressure, you're actually, yeah, that's quite amazing. You want to try the back one?
All right, okay. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. And what do you mean not using much pressure, John? That's all the pressure I have to use.
Oh, was it? Okay, but
Yeah.
that was still pretty firm. But even so, I'm amazed that something so simple could be so effective.
I think there may be a little bit of extra feeling of uprightness in the back, a little bit more standing a little taller. And I've noticed that posture feels really good. Definitely an improvement in the quality of my balance. Moving around on the boat seems really easy. They're comfortable and easy to wear.
A lot of people have what we call a hypermobile foot, which their ligaments are a little bit lax, and it would cause their foot to collapse in and flatten down onto the ground like this. That would be around about 80% of the population that would have a foot that would tend to flatten into the surface of the ground.
What do you expect from your feet? You know, balance is something that helps you not only stand straighter and look better, but balance gives you greater strength and endurance. Actually helps you breathe better. Good balance helps prevent injury when your body weight is more evenly distributed. And balance is something you can achieve with Balance Foot Supports. You can see the difference on other people, and they can see it on you.
خیلی راحت. Means this is very comfortable. Yeah, I feel it. You know, even I'm now on tiles, I feel that one. You know?
Yeah.
I couldn't move. You know, I feel different. You know, I'm feeling. You know, I'm on the, you know, the air. Very nice. I hope for all workers, you know, work, you know, like this.
For people standing
Yeah.
on their feet
Yeah.
all day long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Travis, you're a sportsman here in Auckland, originally from South Africa, aren't you?
Yes, I am, Rosalinda.
And you and I have been working with a team of people, helping people from all parts of the world to get better balance.
Yes.
What's your take on the Balance Foot Supports?
The foot is designed to walk on soft surfaces like sand and grass. However, today's environment is dictating something different to the people. Most people spend their time on hard surfaces like concrete and tar, and shoes that offer little or no support at all. That's why the Balance Foot Supports are so effective.
Feet love change, and that's one thing we've really discovered in our business.
This is why FSI has created the Balance Foot Support System with the 3 levels of lift. The low lift, the Balance Relaxer, the medium lift, the Balance Walker, and the high lift, the Balance Worker. Now when we talk about the difference in lift, we're talking about one of the arches changing. We all know that they support the 4 arches of the feet. That's the medial arch, the lateral arch, the heel arch, and the metatarsal arch. Now it's in this metatarsal arch where the 3 lifts differ. Now what exactly that metatarsal arch is doing is it's designed to lift up into the foot just behind the metatarsal heads and separate the toes out more. The more the toes are spread out, the larger your surface area is that's holding you up. I often use this illustration of using my hand by pushing up into the hollow of my hand with my fingers together, my fingers spread out. And I use the analogy of a person doing a push-up. If a person never performs a push-up with their fingers together, they'll always spread their fingers apart, because this creates a larger surface area to hold their body weight up. That's the same concept you're trying to apply to the feet. Hence the reason why the high lift, the Balance Worker, is created for people that are standing for long periods throughout the day and need that added support. People using the Balance Worker will be on concrete floors for 8 hours or more, and also trainers and sports people that like to wear them in their trainers or in their sports boots wear the Balance Worker. I wear the Balance Worker in my rugby boots and cricket shoes because I like that added support when I'm performing sports. Not only is the toes being separated creating a larger surface area, but most sports are performed with people running on the forefoot, so on their toes, which is why the wider the toes are, the more stable footing you have while you perform your sport. Conversely to the high lift is the low lift, the Balance Relaxer, which has a low metatarsal arch. That's why it's been designed for tighter fitting shoes, like dress shoes or heels. Most heels taper inwards anyway, so you don't want a high metatarsal arch because that's going to spread the toes out and it'll be uncomfortable. A lot of people also like to wear the Balance Relaxer in their slippers around the house, because that way they can get the low lift gentle support that they need while providing them with a stable platform anyway and keeping that improved balance ability at home. The Balance Walker is the medium lift, and this is pretty much the everyday lift. This one fits into all casual footwear and is designed for people to wear throughout the day for their general activities. That's why the Balance foot supports are so effective, because they're a biomechanical product, so it's designed to work with your foot to promote a more normal, ideal style of walking in any shoe, in any environment.
We have a special offer for you right now. If you call now, you can order your first pair of balancing foot supports not for $600, not for $400, not even for $100. Why pay more for foot supports that don't balance your entire body and are not designed to last a lifetime? Balance foot supports on special now. You'll want a pair of foot supports for your individual shoes and/or for your various activities. And if you order 3 pairs of foot supports right now, you'll be getting them all together at a special economy package price. Support your feet right now. Call for your own Balance foot supports at 0800-123-668. That's 0800-123-668.
Portions of all proceeds from sales of the Balance Walkers go to the Salvation Army worldwide. The proceeding has been a paid advertisement brought to you by Foot Supports International Limited.